Yo, yo, yo. It's Nate Sports on Sports. We back again. Big Thursday night. I'm here with Brandon, my
Deal.
correspondent,
What's the
and I'm
deal? What's the
sitting here.
deal?
Yes, sir. And I'm here with Senio, a San Francisco fan. He here to talk about it. They got a big game tonight against the Seahawks. The 49ers is 2-3, and the Seahawks is 3-2. The Seattle Seahawks is number one in the division over there, in the NFC West. So, Senio, let's talk about it, man. I know y'all had a rough weekend last week. Um, Talk about last week game, and then fast forward to this game tonight that y'all got in a critical game, Thursday night game.
Well, first and foremost, they got a last week's game, Sunday's game happened. They got to get it out of their head now. I mean, it was the second time in, I think in like 3 weeks they had blew a lead, where they led by more than two touchdowns. I think for the 49ers right now, you can't worry about injuries. Everybody know you got injuries, but at the same time, you blowing leads, so you can't turn the ball over. And you got to get back to 49 football. Everybody knows the 49ers for being physical, running the ball, um, yards after catch, um, and having a stout run defense. And these are things that, and not turning the ball over, winning that turnover battle. And those are things we just haven't been doing this year. So I think like tonight, they just got to get back to that. And it starts with, I think it starts with Shanahan coaching properly and not overthinking things. You want to be physical, get a ball to Jordan Mason. He leads the league in carries, second in the league in rushing. I know everybody's saying we missing Christian McCaffrey, but if the production is still there in the running game, um, it's not lacking from Mason, then you got to give him the ball, man. So I think those are some basic keys to victory tonight. And as long as they stay with that, they should be all right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, y'all got a few injuries tonight. Chris McCaffrey, he out. He been out for a while. And what's the timeline on that?
Who? I'm sorry.
Chris
I got a.
McCaffrey.
Well, they say he was actually supposed to come back in. I think this is the Kansas City game because he had tendonitis, Achilles tendonitis in both Achilles. Um, with that said, like I think he went over to Germany to get some stem cells. Like they're trying to keep that like hush hush, like it's some big deal. But he's supposed to come back in. I think it's the Kansas City game. I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie, Christian McCaffrey. It's arguable that he is. I mean, this debate. I mean, a lot of people, depending on what you like, um, would say that he's the best back in the league. You know, and it's a different dimension to the offense when he in there. His ability to run, um, catch out of the backfield, line up anywhere along with Debo, and he adds to that yards after catch that I was speaking about earlier. So,
Mhm.
and yards after contact. So, which is which is like I said, is key to our offense. So we just gotta, I just gotta bounce back and figure out ways to get back to it.
Um, well, the Chiefs game next week, so he probably be back then because y'all play them next.
Yeah, we got a bad week.
The bye the next week.
Yeah, we still have a bad next week,
Oh
but a
no, no,
week
no.
after
Y'all
tomorrow.
got the bye after the
It's
Cowboys game.
of the Cowboys game. Okay, I knew it was something like that. I don't have the schedule right in front of me. I know it's about to be a gauntlet that they're
Yeah, cause
going through.
y'all
So they gotta.
cause next week is the Chiefs.
Oh, okay.
And then y'all got
Okay.
Dallas, and then y'all got the bye.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, Brandon, you got anything?
But no, you're right about the bye week because I actually got Christian McCaffrey on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
So he's supposed
Mhm.
to come back after the bye week.
Okay.
He's supposed to be activated after week 8. He got a game and then he got the bye. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I see they got Javon Hargrave. He out too, on
He's
our.
going for the year. He's
Oh,
going
he
Yeah,
for
he
the
done
year.
for the
going
year.
for the.
What
He
happened to
going for the
him?
year.
He his
Going tricep.
pectoral, his pec or tri.
Yeah, what is it? Is it tricep
I think it
pectoral or
was the
something like
pec.
that?
Yeah, he going for the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's one of
Okay.
your boys, Nate, came
Yeah,
from the Eagles.
yeah, that's right. That's why I was
Mhm.
Yeah.
looking at it. I said, yo, dang, he out.
Yeah, he
So
been
yeah,
out since about week 2 or 3.
oh, that's tough right there.
Yeah.
Tough. So let's see. So y'all playing the Seahawks. They really don't have what's their injury list? They got Jordan Elliott out, DT. They got a
Yeah,
linebacker,
we got
Demetrius.
who Funga is out.
Yeah,
Who
Flanagan.
Funga is out, and then I don't know if Ward gonna play tonight. I looked at the report. It said he was questionable. Now they saying he out. I don't know. That's if Ward out, that's a problem
They got
He
him
was
because
good.
questionable.
I
They got
saw
him
he was
questionable
questionable.
still.
Yeah, he was questionable.
He's still
he
questionable
was
now.
questionable.
Him and
He
Yeah,
Chris.
he's a
they
good.
still
He's a
got
good
to. You know,
DB.
we play games with that injury report all the time.
Oh yeah.
Everybody do it. You know who?
49ers to play games with it.
Think about. You know who started it,
Huh?
right? You know who started it, right?
Who started it, Brandon?
Bill
Who
Belichick.
started it?
Bill Belichick.
Yeah, yeah.
He will put injury report on. He'll have about 15 people on injury report, and
Yeah,
they gonna play, but they're just trying to play with your mind.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you can't really prepare.
there you go. There you go. The mind games.
Yeah,
Right. So they got Hufunga out. He on wrist injury. They got Jake Moody.
he got a wrist injury. He got tendons torn in his wrist.
Okay. And then they got this the safety. I mean, I'm sorry, Jake Moody, the kicker, right ankle.
Yeah, I can't stand him, man. He's so sometimes everybody like gotta be missing kicks. You know that's the reason I can't fully blame that on him. But that Rams game, man, the guy missed the kick, man. Like it was a fourth round draft choice. We picking you missing kick.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure.
he also kicked big kicks too. But he missed like some key ones.
Okay. And wide receiver, Chris Conley is questionable too over there in Seattle. So I don't know.
He with us. Chris Conley with us.
Conley?
Yeah, Chris Conley with
Okay,
us.
okay, they
Yeah.
got both of them over there on the same list. Okay, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
what you think about the Seattle Seahawks? And I mean, I know you touched on last week. What you think about the Seattle Seahawks as a whole? They looking good right now with Geno Smith. Um, what you think about this game right here? And do y'all think y'all gonna win?
Yeah, well, so I think the first three games they started off 3-0. I think they played something like who they play? They played like the Patriots. They played the Dolphins, but the Dolphins didn't have Tua, and they played somebody. I can't remember who else they played.
I
I
forgot who
can't
they
remember
played
who else
too.
they
I
played.
don't got their schedule on hand.
They played the
Yeah, but I
Cardinals. They
mean,
lost to the Cardinals last week.
They played the Cardinals.
They lost to the Cardinals last week. They got
we
10
lost to
points.
the Cardinals. We lost to the Cardinals last week.
So I think there was, if I'm correct, this is the first time in Kyle Shanahan's career that he's had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter and lost 2 games. Y'all up by 10 against the Cardinals.
Yeah, it is. He was 38. He was 38-0.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
That's correct, Brandon. He was 38-0.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but he also like he also no I correct that because the Lions game in the playoffs fixed that. He was also like 0-40 something in the second half when losing in the fourth quarter or something. And remember, I think when we came back in the NFC Championship game, that was like his first win. So he got some odd stats as a coach, man. Like I don't know, it's like. He got one of the best minds in football, man. But it's almost like it's Jekyll and Hyde with him at
And
times.
so
You know,
I definitely agree with that because when his dad and him, he was the offensive coordinator for the Redskins. His dad was coach
absolutely.
from
Yep.
RG3. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
and I was watching, I was reading some stats today and was like, y'all are, I think, number 31 in the league in red zone efficiency. And that's
Yeah.
what he did with the Redskins. They can move the ball from the 20 to the 20, but you get inside the 20, it's like his offense boggles down. And I think that's
you know what's crazy about that, Brandon? You know what's crazy about that? For the for the last few years we had been number one, but that was because of Christian McCaffrey.
And I was about to say
and
that.
The dynamic, yep, that was in the dynamic he brings down there in the red zone. But I think they can still do some of that stuff with Jordan Mason, man. Like they can. I mean, you don't have to be at a 30, 40-yard line to run play action. You know, like I think they can, because he's so much of a threat. You know what I mean? He that big bruising back. You can run play action down there close to the goal line and hit Kittle. But you can hit Jawan Jennings, some of the big body. You know, we got a big body tight end in Kittle, a big body slot in Jawan Jennings who was getting off.
He
And then you got Ayuk. Yeah, Ayuk look like he rounding in the form now. And you always got Debo, so I don't understand what the problem is in the red zone. Like you can't just say it's Christian McCaffrey. You know what I mean?
Hey, so Nate, let me ask a senior question.
Yeah.
So you think they can do that? Do you think it's the quarterback?
Now look, Nate had me on the show a couple of weeks ago, and I said this, man. A lot of people get mad at me for saying this. I don't think Brock Purdy is it, man. I'm gonna tell you why. Like it's the reason why these guys, you call them Mr. Irrelevant, but it's the reason why most 90% of quarterbacks that are productive are first round guys, first round or maybe fringe second round. You can pretty much name them on your hand. Tom Brady, right? He's the best, but other than that, name how many other guys have really been that efficient. Well, I mean, not just efficient, but have sustained a winning percentage and been able to keep their job over 3, 4, 5 years. Because the rule is, once the NFL gets, let's say, 2 to 3 years of film on you, you burnt out. And a lot of those guys, man, like Purdy, I give him this. He has the mind. He can prepare. He can do all of that. But he just doesn't have some of the physical talent that you need to play that position.
Good point.
Because, like, yeah, if you look at it, like, everybody talked about Sam Darnold, right? But Sam Darnold had horrible coaching with the Jets, had horrible coaching with Carolina, came to San Francisco, got good coaching. Now look what he's doing in Minnesota. You know, under who is that? Because that guy's from the coach. Who was the Minnesota's coach? I forgot his name, but you can say that he's arguably from the Shanahan tree because he coached with Sean McVay and the other kid from and the other guy. Like he was their offensive coordinator. So Minnesota runs the same concepts that San Francisco runs. The only difference is he plays to Donald's strength, which is his ability to throw the long ball, and his ability to not only just throw the long ball, but to get it to his prime time receivers in a manner that, you know, when I want it, get, you know what I'm saying, get it to him. I'm like, it's one thing I'm missing with Donald, man, because it's arguable that Donald ain't that accurate, but if you watch him in Minnesota now, he has been. You know, like he's been doing what he's supposed to do. So I say all that to say that he has all the skills and stuff that Purdy doesn't have. Purdy just prepares well and he knows the system. But if you look at it, before like last week or the week before last, San Francisco wasn't throwing the ball deep. You know, everything is in a tight window. They always say everything is in tight windows with us, but it's based on Purdy's limitations, and he's turning the ball over at damn near the same rate that Jimmy Garoppolo was, because he got 6 turnovers this year, 4 interceptions, 2 fumbles. That's not gonna get it done. We only 5 games in, bro. You can't be turning the ball over like that. That's something he wasn't doing in his 8 start in 2022. His interceptions did go up last year, but he also threw more touchdowns and he had over like 4,200 yards. Or something like that. But this year, turning the ball over a lot more. The yards is up, but the ball security is a big issue. And I think that's going to just continue with him because he's maxed out on potential. You know, he's going to they want to pay him $60 million, but you pay him $60 million, you start losing pieces on that offense. He's going to start to look like Jimmy Garoppolo. Period. He's not a Patrick Mahomes. He's not a Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. any of those guys like that. Or Joe Burrow, if you want to throw Joe Burrow in there, he's not that type.
And that's why I wanted you on the line tonight. You're a San Francisco fan. I know me and you talked behind the scenes, and you talked about Purdy, and I wanted you to speak on that tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So yeah, that's good. And Brandon, did you hear that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Good,
I saw him say, Brandon, what you think though, Brandon? Because like I get a lot of people say, "Oh, you too hard on your team," but it's like people, people are fans in this stuff, man, and they don't like the one thing that in all the sports and anything that you do is accountability got to be taken, man. Like when you look at certain things, even though you may not be the wrong, you can look at what you can do better for your team, and like I don't know. I think I heard him in an interview talking, say he got to play better. I'm like, bro, you got to stop turning the ball over. Like, you just got to stop.
So what I would say to that is, I think that Brock Purdy, he feels the pressure now.
And I agree.
I think he feels the pressure now, and he's trying to overcompensate for McCaffrey not being there, and Debo being out, and Kittle was out of the game or so. And he's not letting the game flow to him. He's, like you said, he has the mindset, but he don't have the physical abilities that some of the other quarterbacks have. So he just have to do his job.
Right.
And just move the chains down the football. Just continue to move the chains. You got a good defense.
Yeah.
I think they need to, and I'm a Redskins fan. They still the Redskins to me. Run the ball behind Trent Williams. That's a grown man right there. And that turnover hurt y'all last week when the running back, he fumbled the ball. That hurt y'all in the red zone.
It did.
But he's been playing good ball, but you got to minimize the penalties, and Brock Purdy got to minimize the turnovers because he's been turning the ball over more than he did the last 2 years this year.
Yeah.
And we only played 5 games.
Yeah. And I know, and I want to touch on that too, because I hear a lot of people saying Mason blew the game last week. I'm like, on Sunday, I'm like, bro, that's his first turnover. He lead the league in carries. He's second in the league in rushing. And we talking about one turnover he had when Purdy ultimately had the last drive and he threw an interception, and people going to be like, oh, well, he got hit from the backside. Bro, it's your job as a quarterback. That's another thing too. Where I don't think that's how I know he's not that good. Because if you watch San Francisco the last 3 years, and you watch any other quarterback that runs that West Coast system, like look at McDaniel in Miami, he came from Shanahan. You look at Sean McVay, McFleur from Green Bay, the guy from Minnesota, he was all in that tree. All those guys in their quarterback.
Arsenio, they all was coaches for the Redskins when we had RG3. All of them was on our staff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. And you know the funny thing about that though? When they come to the line, man, all those guys, I watched Jordan Love, I've even watched Sam Darnold do it. Like all of them. They come to the line. If something don't look right, they're changing the play. How often do you see Purdy come to the line and accept and do pre-snap reads, right? And change and get into something else? He doesn't, because Shanahan doesn't trust him to do it. And I don't care who you are. You can be a football analyst. You can talk to the cows come home. We all know that when we won a day, he said, hey, one that hut. And it's no change. So, like, and you think defenses, Brian Flores talked about it. He said it in so many ways. We knew what to do with him. And Purdy said, yo, your defense is crazy. No, bro, his defense ain't crazy. All he did was just change looks, and you never changed anything. He showed you a bunch of different looks pre-snap. He showed you one thing. He showed you you never changed. Like normally in football, the great quarterbacks, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, they got about 3 or 4 plays they come to the line with. And then they get their offense into that best play. You don't ever see them do that. You don't ever see San Francisco do that under Purdy. Matter of fact, since Shanahan been there, I haven't seen it. Jimmy did it a little bit, but Jimmy would throw picks and stuff, and Shanahan straight up, no, do what I told you to do.
Well, I think that Shanahan, he kind of wants a robot.
Yeah, and I think he's arrogant like his father, because you kind of,
Yep.
and I think he wants to feel like I made you. I made you. I know, like, and this may be going back, but do you remember the Ravens game on Christmas last year when it was him and Lamar? It was down to the MVP conversation coming into that game. Purdy threw 4 picks because he made Purdy do something that he's not capable of doing. That's being a straight drop back passer, reading the defense, gunning in passes, fitting stuff in it. Like he does fit things into places he at times, but not like you're talking about, not on your deep post or not on your those square ends or whatever. What you call those deep out? That's not him. He don't have the arm strength for that. You're talking about slant, all the little underneath stuff, the little timing throws, all that little stuff like that. He's good at. But you ask him anything outside of the numbers, he can't do that, man. He can't do. I don't care how many. Yeah, he just can't do it. And the Ravens knew it. They forced him into a lot of batted balls, and I heard people say, "Oh, batted balls are not his fault." Batted balls are definitely on the quarterback. It's my opinion, but I believe if a pass is batted, that's on you, because you are the one looking at the window that you're throwing it in. Now, if a wide receiver drops something or something like that, or it's tipped by him, fine. But a defensive lineman or a corner, a linebacker, somebody deflecting something, that's on you. That's on you. And I say that because you should be putting the ball in a place where either that receiver can get it or it's incomplete. Just correct me if I'm wrong, Brandon.
I feel you. Hey, Nate.
Yeah.
Let's go forward. What we gonna start the picks?
Oh, we can throw the picks out there. You got them?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Senio can join in too.
Yeah. What we got? First week. Let's see what we got. Well, the first game is tonight.
Right.
49ers Seahawks.
Who you got?
Tonight?
Yeah.
All right. San Francisco at Seattle. It's a tough one. They at Seattle. 49ers have lost, what, 2 in a row?
2 of the last 3.
2 of the last 3. The Seahawks just lost to the Giants. They at home. Nate, I'll let you start it off first. I'm still thinking.
That's fine.
I'm still thinking, homie.
I'm gonna go with San Francisco, man. I don't believe in the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
I don't believe in none of them guys over there like that. Like, Geno Smith ain't gonna get it done tonight. I think Brock Purdy gonna come in and do what he gotta do, and get the job done.
Nate, I think I'm going with you too, with Seattle. I mean, with the 49ers. I think they're going to run the ball tonight.
They're going to go to Mason?
I hope they do. It's my fantasy running back.
Well, I got George Kittle, so I need him to do what he got to do.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I need you to win the game too. So I think the 49ers are going to go back to basics. Sometimes you got these smart coaches that overthink things instead of just doing the simple things. Little things matter. I think you run the ball, and the 49ers are one of the best teams in play action. Their problem is they got to get the ball when they get inside the red zone, get touchdowns. If they do that, I think they'll win the game.
Yeah.
What you got, Arsenio?
That's Arsenio. I know who you got.
Not necessarily, man. I mean, I look at stuff holistically. Like, Geno has been playing well. I got to give him his credit. Like, he got that 3-headed monster receiver with Jackson Enigma. Everybody know Metcalf is a dog when he come to play. And Tyler Lockett is always, open for some reason. I think the key to the game, right, is uh, we got to make them we got to make them one dimensional. And people forget about how good Kenneth Walker is. They haven't been giving him the ball. If they balance tonight, we might be in trouble.
Who you got?
But if we make, I'm about to tell you, Brandon. I'm about to tell you. I think we make them one dimensional, man. I may be a fan just saying this. I think we make them one dimensional. I think we force Gino in a couple of turnovers tonight. Maybe we win. Maybe by a touchdown. By a touchdown.
And y'all in Seattle, so that they say that crowd real loud and it's crazy.
Yeah, it's always bad in there. It's always bad.
But I think y'all still gonna, pull it out and move forward. I don't think Seattle is they won, they 3-2, so but I don't think they better than y'all, so it is what it is.
Yeah, I ain't think the Rams was either or the Cardinals, but
right. Well,
yeah.
It's crazy. The NFL is crazy, dog.
Yeah, it is.
You know what
we
I'm
got
saying?
next, Nate?
What you got?
Jacksonville at Chicago. They playing in London, right? Or they playing overseas at 9:30 Sunday.
Oh, so we got an early game, early in the morning. So I'm glad you told me. So I got to get up and cut the TV on and watch the game because I usually
it's 9:30 on NFL Network. Yeah, Jacksonville, Chicago, the home team, but it's across seas. Who you got?
I'm gonna do Jacksonville, man. I'm rocking with Dougie P and Mr. Trevor Lawrence and company. Who you got,
Okay.
I don't know, man. I think I don't really like him, man, but he played well last week. I'm gonna go with the Bears, man.
Okay.
I'm a big Caleb Williams fan, but I'm gonna go with them, man. I think they're gonna beat Jacksonville.
Okay. We trying to save Dougie P job.
I'm gonna go with. I know Trevor Lawrence. Last couple of years, he played good overseas with Jacksonville, but I think that boy Caleb Williams starting to come into his own with the Bears.
Okay.
He's starting to come into his own. They starting to get DJ Moore involved more. I'm gonna go with the Bears that game.
Okay.
What's the next one we got, Nate Dogg?
What you got on the deck? I ain't got the list.
Okay, got Arizona at Green Bay.
Arizona and Green Bay.
Yeah.
I'm rocking with Green Bay. Green Bay got love back. So they back in motion. So I'm gonna rock with them.
I'm rocking with Green Bay too.
Senio, who you got?
Yeah, I want to make the trifecta. I think Green Bay, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Indianapolis Colts at Tennessee.
Indianapolis Colts at Tennessee.
I'll take this one first, Nate. I'm going with Tennessee. I'm going to tell you why. Indianapolis Colts got Michael Pittman is out. Their best receiver is out for the next 4 weeks. Their running back is probably going to be out. And their quarterback, he's questionable. So you have Joe Flacco in there. If you don't, I think that Tennessee caught some fire in that Miami game, being able to run the ball with Tony Pollard. So I'm going to go with Tennessee, and they at home.
I'm going to go with Tennessee too. And at the same time, we got 9 minutes left. So we got Tennessee.
Let's move.
I got Tennessee. You got who you got, Senio?
I think Tennessee going to pull it out too.
Okay.
All right. Next game, we got Houston at New England. I'm going Houston.
Definitely.
They're missing their wide receiver. They're missing their top receiver. They still got Stephon Diggs there. At New England, I'm going Houston all day long.
Yeah, I got Houston too.
Yeah, Houston.
And Chad May is starting his first game. And I think the Tennessee defense is going to shut that down.
Yeah, Houston, for sure.
All right. Got Tampa Bay at New Orleans. I'm going Tampa Bay because New Orleans, they're without David Carr. They got a second-year player playing quarterback, and he might be okay. I get that, but Tampa Bay defense, I know Ty Bowles, he's going to blitz that young boy and show design blitzes. They're going to put that pressure on him. Ty Bowles, He gonna put that pressure on him. So I'm going Tampa Bay that game.
Who you got, Senio? Or you want me to
I think
go?
I'm gonna go Tampa Bay too. Yeah, you can go. I think Spencer Rattler, all right, but yeah, I agree with Brandon on that. Tampa Bay gonna show some look.
I'm gonna go with New Orleans, man.
Okay.
Run game.
Okay.
I'm out of there.
All right. Next game we got Cleveland at Philly. That's an easy one. Nate, I'm gonna give you some love right now. So they say Devontae Smith coming back, AJ Brown coming back. We played Cleveland. Washington played Cleveland last week. If y'all don't win this game, y'all coach might get fired. I think y'all gonna beat the brakes off for Cleveland.
Exactly.
Like, I think y'all gonna be. I'm going with Philadelphia all day long on that game.
Exactly. Like you said, I listen to the Philadelphia media. I already know the vibe.
I watched it this
So
morning
his
and
ass
last
be
night.
out of here.
I'm with you.
If we lose, he
He
gone.
fired.
Monday, he out of here.
Pink slip.
And we got Lane Johnson coming back as well. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely going for Philadelphia. You already know that. So
All day.
big game, big win from the
Yeah, Eagles
Philadelphia
by
Eagles.
massacre, man.
Let's get it.
All
Eagles
right.
by massacre. That's what Senio said. Let's get it.
We got Washington at Baltimore. Me,
Oh wow.
Oh
I'm a
wow.
Washington fan. I don't pick nobody against my team, so I'm going Washington.
I know
Let's see
you
what my
are.
guys do. Let's see what they do. Like, it's a big game for us. If we can win this game, it's gonna put us on a level. If we can play good in the game and be competitive, I think that Baltimore right now is the best team in the NFL, all around. This is my thoughts. They got a run game. They got a great quarterback. They got tight ends. They got receivers. They got defense. But it's any given Sunday. I'm going with my Redskins. I don't call them Commanders, Redskins.
Oh, I feel you, man. Hey, look, this game, man. Where you going? Where you going? Sit back now. Sit back.
Go ahead and talk to me.
Hey, I'm going for the Baltimore boys, man.
I know you are, because you're an Eagle fan. You scared right now.
Nah, I ain't scared. But we gonna do
Scared.
it. Hey, I'm not scared, but guess what? Them boys put on a big performance last week.
Hey, we did the same thing to the Bengals too.
The Bengals ain't that good.
Well, you said a performance last week. That was against the Bengals. But Baltimore, we did the same thing to
Who
them.
y'all play?
know what I'm saying? When we played the Bengals.
When y'all played the Bengals?
Yeah, on Monday night. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. But right now, Lamar Jackson and that running back, Big Henry.
Yeah, Henry Ball. I can't deny it.
They getting their groove right now.
Yeah, let me break y'all time, man.
Hey, we in our groove too. We in our groove too.
I see y'all. But
so let's see who groove
y'all.
better.
We're gonna see, but right now I'm gonna ride with the Baltimore boys right now. Baltimore Ravens.
But see, you want that to happen so you can come back and be in the discussion. I understand.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
And the same thing, you know how it goes.
Word. No, respect.
Yeah. It's Senio. Who you rocking with?
I think I got Baltimore, man. Derrick Henry is the problem now, man. They got him going downhill.
Big problem. That's a big man running too fast.
Pause.
I just don't. I don't think the Commanders / Washington Redskins. I don't think they played the schedule. I think this might be the lights may be too bright this time.
We'll see.
Lights may be. That's why they play the game. That's why they play the game.
Yes, sir.
It is what it is.
All right, we got the Chargers at Denver. I'm going with Denver.
I think I'm going with Denver too.
Their defense is playing great. Sean Payton, he's getting the young boy right. The Chargers just seem like offensively they can't move the ball.
Yeah.
Their defense played pretty good, but I'm just going with Denver.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what?
Go ahead.
I told Nate this a couple of weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
I don't never hardball find ways, man. I'm not like I think they're gonna beat Denver. I think they're gonna beat them.
They could.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you going with Chargers.
And
I'm going with the Chargers.
and look, Senior, y'all up 3-0 already. Y'all kicked the field goal.
Yeah, still kicking field goals. Look, Brandon, didn't we just talk about this?
In the red zone, what I say, 20-20. That's what Kyle Shanahan can do. He can move you 20-20.
That's why I ain't even cut it on yet, man.
Get in the red zone, it's like field goals.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ, man.
What we got, Brandon? We got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left.
All right, we got Pittsburgh, Las Vegas. I'm going Pittsburgh all day.
I'm going Pittsburgh for sure.
Non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I want to go Pittsburgh too. I don't really. They got. I don't know, man. The Raiders got all types of. Seems like locker room stuff been going on over there for a while, man.
Yeah.
All right. Keep moving. We got Detroit at Dallas. I'm going Detroit. I'm rolling right now.
I'm NFC East, like you said.
Yeah, I'm going Detroit. I hope Detroit beat the brakes off them boys.
I'm going Detroit too.
Detroit.
What about you, Senio?
Dallas defense was so impressive last week, though, man. But I think I gotta go with Detroit because Dallas don't have no running game, man. It just they can't run the ball. That's a problem.
All right.
They did good last week without Mr. Parsons too. So they got to
and without DeMarcus Lawrence. Everybody did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. Their defense look good. Dallas defense look good, but it just I don't know. You got to be Detroit is physical, man.
You're very. Their coach plays.
They running and they running and through it.
Yeah.
All right.
Who you got?
Atlanta at Carolina. I'm going ATL.
Atlanta. That's easy.
That's easy work. We can move on from that one.
Atlanta. Who next?
Carolina can't be the high school team right now.
No.
Cincinnati at the Giants. I'm going with the Bengals.
I'm going with the Bengals. Who you got, Senio?
I think I'm gonna go with the Giants. I'm gonna go with the Giants, man.
Okay.
Daniel Jones ain't been looking that bad this year, man. I think they're gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Giants.
Okay. That's it, B?
That's it.
Okay, we got less than a minute anyway.
No. Got one more, dog. Monday night, Buffalo at New York.
Oh, I got Buffalo.
Me too. I'm going with Buffalo.
Yeah,
I think New York, just like I said,
the
Raiders all out of whack.
I got less than 30 seconds.
I think the Jets all out of whack too.
Buffalo.
I'm going Buffalo.
Okay. Well,
Buffalo. Yeah.
Let us end it, and it's less than 30. So, Nate Sports on Sports with Brandon and Senio. I'll see y'all guys soon. Senio, good luck on the game tonight. Let's go.
Good job.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Yes, sir. You already know.